Hello everyone, this is Breanna Rutter, author of my most popular book, The Natural Hair Bible, and founder of howtoblackhair.breannarutter. And for these videos, I love to answer the questions you all send me via email. So if any of you have any questions you would like for me to answer, be sure to check out the description box below for additional information. So this video is because of a question I received from Unique. Unique emailed me because she is so frustrated with her daughter's hair. She is convinced that 4C hair is the hardest to grow, the hardest to retain in length. She doesn't know what to do, and she really needs some help and some tips that she can incorporate when maintaining her daughter's hair. So what I'm going to do is share with you a couple of things and a couple of facts that's going to help you along the way to help your daughter's hair grow longer and stronger. The very first thing that's most important, it's literally the only tip that you really need to always keep in mind, is that 4C hair does best with low frequency manipulation. So that means from handling, just simply playing in the hair, or from combing the hair, or from styling the hair. You want to do so only when you really have to. The only time you really have to comb 4C hair is if you're putting it into a style or if you're washing it. So you shouldn't just be trying to comb through your daughter's hair all the time, because it's gonna feel like she always has tangles because of the nature of the hair. You only need to style and manipulate as infrequent as possible. Which leads me to my next tip. When you're washing your daughter's hair, that's the only time that's okay to comb or finger comb, whether you're finger combing or using a comb to detangle her hair while it is wet. If you're doing so when it's dry, it's gonna constantly feel tangled. Every time you bring the comb through, it's gonna feel like, oh my goodness, the tangles, they're still there, they're still there, they're still there. Because 4C hair is very thick, very curly, very dense. So you gotta make sure that when you are combing or detangling through your daughter's hair, that it's wet and it's well conditioned so that it's super slippery to help guide all of those tangles and knots through. And now, the very last tip that I'm gonna suggest, which is extremely helpful, especially when you're doing kids' hair, is that you're doing a style that lasts all the way till the next wash day. Depending on how often you're washing your daughter's hair, whether it's once a week, twice a week, or once every 2 weeks, try to go with a style that's gonna last all the way until washing her hair. And of course, there's a couple of reasons why. Because if you're not manipulating her hair as often, it's gonna retain more length. Every time you're combing through hair, especially hair that's very thick or coarse or dense, the likelihood of creating a lot of snaps and snars along the end increases every time you're bringing a comb through her hair or simply raking your fingers through her hair. The less often you're manipulating 4C hair, the more often it will flourish. Trust me, I'm a testimony to it. I don't style my hair frequently. When I wear a hairstyle, I leave it in until I have to wash my hair. And when I do this every single time, I'm noticing more and more growth with my own 4C hair. So those are the tips that you have to remember to keep in mind with dealing with your daughter's hair, is that if you're handling it or styling it as infrequent as possible, you're gonna notice that she has a lot less tangles, a lot more growth, and a lot less problems with her hair in the meantime. So I hope this has helped you, and I know for a fact this is going to help so many people out there who needed help with retaining length with their 4C hair. Trust me, it's super possible, but you have to keep these key things in mind. So thanks, Unique, and also I want to thank everyone else for watching, and until then, I will see you all next time.